Alright guys, in this video let's modify this code. This code is actually the insertion at an n algorithm. So let's modify this to insert a node after a specific position. Okay, after a specific node we have to insert a node. So let's modify this code. So in order to do that, and I think this set of code will help you to do that. Okay, alright. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just gonna edit this code. Okay, so let me not have this. Okay, so that's the main core of the insertion at the end algorithm. Now I'm gonna insert at a specific position. All right, insert at a specific position. Okay, so to do this, first of all, you not position, insert after a specific node actually. Insert after a specific node. Of course, at a specific position, but that is after a specific node, right? So this will make sense. Okay, after a specific node. First of all, we have to identify the node and we have to get the value from the user, right? So enter the specific node which user wish to enter the new element after that particular node. Okay, so enter the specific node, scanf, and store that in the temp variable which you have already created, right? So yeah, so now temp will have the value of the particular element. Of course it will be if it is 20, then you have to store the new node is something different, guys. It may be the value may be some 40 or 50, whatever it is, but you the 20 is already there in your list and you are getting that value since you are checking. Okay, and if 20 is there in your list, and this should be this new node should be inserted after that particular 20. Okay, so to do this, let's run a while loop and let's go up to the end of the list. Okay, use temp1. Okay, so let's go up to the end of the list. You know how to go, right? So you have to use temp1 arrow next not equal to null. It will go up to the end of the list, but need not go up to end of the list. I'll just use a break statement. I guess you understand what is break statement, right? So if temp1 of data value equals to what I could say equals to the temp. Okay, that's the specific node. Okay, so if 20 is encountered, 20 is encountered, then what I have to do here is I have to just stop the loop. Okay, let me say break. Okay, so if I stop the loop at this particular condition, then I'm ending up with I'm ending up with the temp1 value as the particular node which has the value 20, because I'm matching the condition. So if I break the loop here, I will be ending up with the temp1 which holds the address of that particular node which has 20. Okay, after that I'll enter 40 after that node. Okay, all right. So after that node you have to enter 40, right? So 40 is nothing but your new node, understand that. Okay, new node is 40 and temp1, you got temp1. Okay, temp1 here. All right, so I'll say temp1, that is 20 actually. Temp1 of next, before that I'll say new node of next, let that point to temp1 of next. All right, so initially this temp1 is pointing to something. Let's say it is pointing to 30. Okay, I mean temp1 is pointing to 20. Temp1 has a value 20, but temp1 arrow next, that is pointing to the 30, or I mean 20 points to 30. All right, 20 is stored in temp1, and temp1 of next field will point to the next node, right? And that next node has a value 30. Understand that. Temp1 of data field will have the value 20. Temp1 of next field will hold the address of the next node, and that next node has a value, has a data 30. Okay, so I can simply represent like this. Okay, and of course its actual representation is this. Okay, 1003 actually, then this is null. Okay, this is the actual representation, right? Okay, and first element is of course 10 and 1002, you ignore that. Okay, and I'm just gonna insert an element here, guys. So I'll in between these two I have to insert 40, so I'll say 40 and let me say 1003. Okay, So what do you mean by that? So first of all, the next field of new node should point to 1003, which means whatever in the next field of this temp one. Okay, this node is called as temp one. So whatever in the next field of this temp one should come to here. Okay, should come to the new node. Of course, now it will be changed. It will be 5001 maybe. It points to 40. So address of 40 is 5001. Let's say. Okay. So the idea here is, please understand this. Whatever in the temp one of next, actually the 1003 initially, 1003, which is the address of this 30, now should now become the address of should now become the next field of this new node. Okay, understand that. After that, it's pretty simple. Temp one of next should point to new node. Okay, I hope you understand. I've already explained this algorithm. I hope you have understood this. If you still have any doubts, you just ping me in Q&A. Okay, so let's run this code. Yeah, guys, the mistake that I have made here is I have to make my temp one points to the start. Okay, because this loop starts from starts from the starting node, right? So I have to make temp one points to start, since in the scanning loop itself it is getting modified, right? So let me point to start again. I think this will work now. So I have made two corrections, guys. One is I have to make my temp one points to start again, so that I have done. And because in the scanning loop itself it's getting modified, so I'll have to make temp one points to start again. And after that, I have just missed this statement. I'm very sorry, guys. Okay, this is the statement which will help you to jump node by node. So this is very crucial statement. So I have just included that also. I think this will work fine now. I don't know, 10, 20, 30, enter the value, say 40. I want it to be entered after 20, and yeah, I think it's working. 20, 40, and 30. Yeah, but the first node is not getting printed. All right, the first node is not getting printed. So what's the mistake that we are doing here? Again here you have to make temp one points to start again. Okay, this is very crucial because temp one is getting modified and we are using the same pointer to print and scan and to perform the algorithm and all. Okay, temp one is the temporary pointer that we are using. Of course, you can create one more pointer that will also work, but let me go with this, right? So I'll say 3, 20, 30, and 40 is the new element, and 20 is the specific. Yeah, now it's working perfect. After 20 I got 40, right, which is the value. And yeah, this algorithm is working now, and I'll just upload the code for you. You can refer to it. Okay, thanks a lot.